All right. We are almost loaded in. Let's get things started. Morning, Metis. How are you? This is a pack I've been playing while not playing Greg Tech. This is Minecolonies Dimensional Adventures. Let me switch the scenes here. Alright. Oh, gotta put out a small fire. But, hello everyone. I know this is not my normal streaming time. Woke up, couldn't sleep, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna work on my castle. And, I'll go ahead and stream while I'm at it too. Like, why not? Why not? So, yeah, this is what we're working on. And, this is what we're working on. Now, this is a build not designed by me. I'm just gonna come out and say that right out the bat. I did not design this build. This build was designed by an individual named Howister. And let me see if I can find a showcase image for it. And let's do this. And as you can see, this is the castle right here. Okay. So this is the castle. It's a Gothic Blood Magic Castle by Howister. I found it on Reddit. And I'm changing the design. I'm modifying it for not only the mods in this pack, but also for what I personally plan on doing. So it's not going to be exact. It's going to be Hachi flavored in its own way. And I don't have a schematic for it. He does post schematics for this build, but I personally cannot load that schematic just because of the fact that the way the schematics are done, like, I want to say it was done with building gadgets, but how the schematics are done from 112 to 121 are completely different, so they're not compatible anymore. So what I'm doing is I'm building all of this 100% off of his showcase images. And fortunately, like, I can zoom in and I can get block counts and stuff, and I can kind of take a look at, like, the corners and figure out, like, what is where and how things go. And I don't have, like, some clear views of, like, the roof or anything. I'm going to have to kind of guesstimate on this. But we're still going to be getting as much of this built as we can. Obviously, one of the major differences is his alchemy room that he has right here. In his design, let me see if I can find a screen of it. Here's one angle of the alchemy room. This is actually going to be a stairwell going downstairs. And on top, in the center, where the alchemy room would be, right here, is actually our Hephaestus Forge. So we're going to be changing some parts of this as we go. But I wanted to kind of show and explain, this is not mine. I am taking somebody else's amazing work, and then I am adding my flavor to it. Alright? So, and as you see, I went with purple, because purple is lovely, and because I was going with purple, and we got blood magic, and we got a few other things, and I found out about some really broken mod that's in here. We're going to be making a little thing in this that will make Lashmack smile. We're going to do a little thing for Lashmack in this build. But we'll be doing that later. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it depends on how far we get today, because this actually takes a lot of work. It really does. It takes a lot of work, and we're just gonna get started on it. Now, Metis, you're talking about the 30-degree weather. I'm assuming Celsius. Let me see what that even is in Fahrenheit. Say Celsius to Fahrenheit, because I want to say it's like 80. Yeah, it's 86. Okay. All right, 86. It's warm. That's warm. That's pretty warm. It's been getting pretty hot here during the day. It gets in the upper 80s to 90s. It was getting in the hundreds at one point, but like right now, because it's like 4 in the morning, we're looking at like 60 degrees. Let me check. Yeah, it's 61 degrees. Rook is outside. He's enjoying himself. He's loving it. And do I have a builder's wand? Is that a thing? Let's find out. Now, for those who actually know this mod pack, I'll go ahead and say that I did unlock the Nether. So I've gone through all the stuff for the Nether unlock already. On this server. I have half of the eyes to unlock the end. And I have end materials through using hostile neural networks and using the end material in Enderman. And that's how I have the flying charm and stuff. Because I need flight to do what I'm doing. But yeah, we have the eternal charm of flight. I actually made one of those for each person on this server. Well, yeah, because I had four Stella Arcanum, so I made one for each member of the server, and I kindly asked them if they find any Stella to give it to me, because I haven't been able to find any more. But that was the first thing I did, is I progressed technology and everything just to get parts for both the castle and for flight. That's all I did. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, I should probably take a look at the image for the outside so I can know what I'm supposed to do with this. Let's see. No. That's the only bad thing about looking at things like this is, here we go, up close main entrance. I have to guess on certain things using both multiple images, just because I can't see how certain things are done because they have these towers. Because they have these towers up here in front of things, like, I have to take multiple images to kind of figure this out. And, like, zoom in. Just to kind of see how the sides are done, where everything is at, and it's a lot of work, and I don't know why I'm doing it, but while building this and going off of this and actually placing the blocks and looking at things, I've been learning a lot as a builder. I've been learning a whole lot as a builder. So it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. Alright, so... we have 2 blocks and then a pillar. I need more arcane stone. Last night, temperatures bottomed out at 25°, according to Google, which is not cool. Literally and figuratively, at least not a 40°C heat wave. Yeah, that's true. Hey, Metis. Hey, Hatchery. Hello, Master Threefold. And good morning to you. We are discussing your wonderful weather. That you have been having. Alright, so we know that goes like that. There's a tower here. It's freezing there, kinda. So, where Metis is at, he's baking alive. Where you're at, it's freezing. And my temperature is just kind of, eh. It's just kind of like, eh. Quite comfortable? Well, that's good. That's good. Alright, so this other block is going to completely wrap around. And then, based off of what I'm seeing here... Okay. I'll kind of show off what I'm looking at here, 3, since you're just joining us. Yeah, it's just comfortable here right now as well. I was telling him it's like 61 degrees right now. So it's nice and comfy. Rook is outside because of it. I don't know when you joined 3, but to give you some context, this is a showcase of a build by a Minecrafter named Howister from Reddit. I was looking for castle designs to get ideas, and I liked this so much, I wanted to take it and build it in this mod pack. But I can't use any of the schematics or anything they provided for it. So I am building it by hand, block by block, and using images to figure out how everything goes. And, like, they're using a lot of arcane stone and stuff from Thumbcraft. I'm going to assume there's one right here, and then I have the blocks that way. Based off of that. But I'm kind of basically figuring out how this goes. And I'm actually starting to wonder if this might actually be because of how this is right here. I'm wondering if this isn't an edge. I know it's an edge on the inside, but I'm kind of wondering if it might be something else on the outside. Like, once I get the inner structure built and I have the windows and stuff in place and I start building the outside, like the roofing and stuff, the way that it's set up will help guide me on how I'm supposed to do this side. I know that, but the more I kind of look at this, the more I'm wondering how this is gonna go. But yeah, this wasn't anything. Oh yeah, the lawn base. Yeah, yeah. This is how you start every Minecraft mod pack. Like, if I guarantee you, 100% guarantee. Okay, this is a Hachi guarantee. Okay, all right, Hachi guarantee here. If GregTech did not blow machines up from rain, all bases would start like this. All bases would start like this. Some bases will stay like this. Yeah, guarantee it. Guarantee it. You know, I never bothered checking on this. Yeah, I think we're good on stuff. Okay. But I guarantee it, all bases would start like that. And just to kind of showcase some of the stuff in here, you know, we got our mechanism, we have some Ender IO, we have our AE, we have cloches from Immersive Engineering growing some things I was short on because I was too lazy to mine. We have a mod called Zycraft that is printing different building blocks and stuff. Like, I got infinite lava, I have mycelium, I have amethyst, cobble, stone, deep slate, andesite, diorite, you know, granite. I have Kivi, which is their block. And over here I have Tough. And I'm using all of these to make the different blocks for the castle. But I basically have infinite of all the building supplies. And, yeah, we basically have, like, everything there. Yeah. I'm starting to wonder, though, based off of, like, the issues I'm having with the corners here. I may have to improvise on that. I know up to here is correct, but then we have a tower here, so I don't know what goes here. I know there is at least this block wrapping all the way around. Based off of the design. I know that block wraps all the way around. So I can at least do that, and then we can plan the outside after. Because the outside is basically decorated around this. This is on the inside. And I'm trying to stick as close to it with my own touch as possible. Like, I'm adding my own flair by doing the purple and adding, like, the forge at the end instead of the alchemy station and whatnot. But I'm also, like, we have Thalmon on here, so we have the arcane bricks and stuff that is used in the build. Just so that, you know, we at least have some of what the original artist designed for the castle. Because I'd like to give as much respect to that as possible. It mainly looked like a couple of hollow boxes mined out of a random tunnel, but hey, it worked. I approve, Metis. I approve. I approve. You know, I wonder. I wonder. I bet you it's just like another pillar. And this right here really does make me think that it's not at a slant. Although it might be. It might actually still be a slant. I know I have one block and then the start of this pillar base here. Because it looks like this corner lines up with this corner right up here based on the depth. And I mean, with so much of this middle right here missing, but based off of the spacing and design that I see here, and what they got going on here with these, I'm willing to bet that this is going to end up matching the front. I'm thinking the sides match the front, with the exception of the back. It just doesn't have the entrance. Yeah, the windows are in the same place. The design structure's here. That has to be it. It's going to match the front. It's just going to have additional items instead of the steps. And then they have this arch here, and I'm willing to bet the end of that arch is what goes straight down into the thing. Okay. Alright. No, I should actually... We're going to block this because it keeps picking up my sleeping bag. Four. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Okay, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. What I'm waiting for is just watch, guys. I'll go through this entire build. I'll get all the blocks in place and be off by 1 block. Calling it here. I'll be off by 1 block. Gives the build character. Yeah. This is the day that Hodge thought he was a good builder. 5, 6, 7. All right. Like, I spend so much time designing builds. I was happy that I didn't have to design things this time around. I was also happy when, like, don't ever tell KGN this. KGN, if you're watching the stream right now, close your ears. But, I was ecstatic when KGN took over the building and planning of the base. In the in our playthrough on GT New Horizons, because I was like so exhausted with like trying to figure out how to design things that I didn't even want to look at it. I didn't want to think about it. I was just like, no. And when he was just like, I want to build and design the base, I was like, here you go. It's yours. Enjoy. I was so happy. All right. I need to get some more bricks made. And kind of work on the inside a little bit. We're going to butcher it, obviously. We're just going to, like, make a flat wall. And then I will tear out blocks. Because, like, I want to get, like, the overall shape done as quickly as possible. But with certain parts of it, I do still have to work on details. So, like, case in point, this here, I believe, is 3 thick? Yeah, I think it's 3 thick. And then we have this. It actually might be 4 thick now that I put that there, because I think I filled it in with the actual brick. I did. But on this side, I'm just going to take this 2-layer here. I'm just going to stretch it all the way across. After I kind of... get this sorted. So... okay. And then the bend lines up with the fire. So I think it's going to be like this. Yeah, it looks about right. Hey, Kaylee. I already have an artist for my channel. Thank you, though. One reason I never build anything more interesting looking than a giant hollow cube, giant square, or if I'm feeling particularly creative, giant practical brick. Yeah. This does require a little more brain power than I'm used to. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. So, if I'm taking a look at this, 2, 3. This is actually brick right there. Alright. I kind of feel like, you know, taking a look and building builds that others have built once in a while, it really does expand, like, your mind on what is possible. Because, like, I'll make a house and it looks okay, and I think, hey, I'm a great builder. But then I see stuff with detail at this level, with the multiple levels of depth, and I'm like, I didn't even think something like that was possible, because I would have never considered, like, some of these brick combinations. And because I'm building this, it's like completely changing my view on, like, what would be considered good, and like how I go about doing that with the spacing and stuff. It also helps me break, like, my normal mindset of what I feel is like normal for a build. And it kind of gives me extra ideas on what I'm going to end up doing. Now, I know this goes out a little bit. I don't know how much this goes out. So I see brick around it there. Yeah, nothing really gives you a good idea of the depth of this side. So this is going to be one of those sections where, as Meta says, gives character. Because there's not a whole lot that shows on it, other than the fact that okay, that this is the corner. And there's just big space here. I'm kind of thinking we're going to do our own thing with this. So this is where the alchemy room is supposed to be. Okay. we'll kind of pull this over and we'll discuss. So, as you can see here, like, the forge is here. This is where the alchemy room is supposed to be. And, like, it's just an empty space. There's not a whole lot that's there. It's just an empty space. Taking a look at the depth of it, though. Like, the alchemy room actually goes based off of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're looking at 6, 7, 8. So we're looking at a box that is at least 8 deep. Okay? Based off of that screenshot. And with it being that deep, we know this is the edge, because there's like a block pattern here. So they hollowed out this section right here. So what would normally be an entrance here, they actually have a wall, and they probably have the kivvy covering it. For just that section. And that kind of gives us an idea of a little bit of the back. Because normally right here would be arcane brick. And then could be, you know, on top. But now we know that this section is actually going to be this brick. And then, since I want to turn this actually into a stairwell instead, because we're going to have the forge here, what we can do is we can still, since we know how deep it's going to be, we're going to run this around real quick. And let's see, stopping right here. So we know how deep this is going to be just for that section. So what we can do is we can get our stairwell set up going this way, and then going down. And then where we have our forge, we can be decorative around it and maybe incorporate it into the balcony in some way. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Now that I know how this is, I can build the shell on the top of the balcony that connects with this, and then we can fill in the gaps and then have the stairs going, starting from here and then going down. And then having a platform, like roughly where this is, but it'll be underground because we'll have a few blocks, and then it will go forward into a basement or catacombs area that goes down under the altar into the different rooms below. And somewhere in the basement, we're going to have to build a second altar for the for what I'm going to call the theater. I'm going to call it the theater. I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to show you guys a little thing on this mod pack. There is a mod called Runecraft. And I've kind of talked about this to a few others who do Magic mod packs. But this mod is broken. It is so incredibly broken. And I'm about to show you how broken this is. So this right here, I have a Cess rune right here. I think this one is Vec. Okay? And as you can see, like, I'm full health right now. Alright? We're going to sacrifice all my hearts. Boom, there you go. There's all my hearts. And I stand on this and then watch my health just go to full instantly. Alright? But oh, that ate a little bit of my hunger when I did that. Okay, so we're just going to stand on here and get a few more instant shanks with saturation 2. We'll stand by my little walkway here, which I gotta rebuild to be optimal, but I was thinking I could be pretty and optimal at the same time. You can't. Yeah, we're just gonna go over here and cut ourselves again, and just stand on the rune, and then we're back to pink hearts. We'll stand here. There's our shanks. And this has been your Blood Magic Squirrel. If you play Blood Magic in modern mod packs, make sure you have Runecraft. It makes it easy. Now you may be wondering why I'm even mentioning this involving a ritual for getting blood from mobs, and I'm glad you asked. Though I hear crickets, so I know not a single one of you asked that. So the reason is, I don't know if you guys remember Astral Sorcery. Who here remembers Astral Sorcery? You know Astral Sorcery, where we can set up a little totem and it heals everything? So I can make a floor out of these blocks and just plop a villager down on it. And they get regeneration too. It works on villagers. It works on villagers. Now, I'm not in any way suggesting that we go around to different villagers, kidnap the villagers, throw them in a box with the floor made of the regeneration and saturation runes, and turn on a well of suffering. I'm in no way suggesting that we're going to do that. But I may be suggesting that we're going to go around kidnapping villagers, sticking them in a box with healing runes, and bleeding them out for all eternity just to fuel our altar. I think Lash would be proud. Villagers have to be the single most abused entity in video gaming history. They get put into cages and forced to barter what could be seen as very unfavorable deals to please their human overlords. And we're all okay with it. It's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Still not as broken as world accelerators? I don't know. I don't know. It depends. See, the thing is what defines something as broken? It's anything that can be exploited to make something unreasonably powerful. Okay? Anything that can be exploited to make it unreasonably powerful. Case in point, in Forbidden Arcanus, the Eternal Stella. That is broken. I can have an infinite pendant of any potion effect I want, and all I gotta do is slap a Stella on it, and I am God mode. Do I want permanent regeneration too and saturation? I just grab some pendant, slap a Stella on it, bam. Permanent resistance, you know, make the pendant, bam. In fact, so we got fire resistance, charm I can do, depth resistance. I don't even know what a depth resistance is. Charm of resistance. Charm of resistance 2. Virulent resistance. Poison resistance. And you have a lot of charm slots that you can choose from. And again, with Forbidden Arcanus, like I have the Obsidian Skull. It says for up to 30 seconds. It's actually infinite. It's broken right now. The time never ticks. Like it will. Like I'll take my armor off because it does damage the armor, but like some of this stuff really is broken. Like I could sit here and just take a lava bath. And I will never take any damage. Ever. And if you notice, that Obsidian Skull, it's not ticking down. Like, some of the stuff really is broken. Also, I'm on fire again. Oh, there we go. It does still damage your armor, though. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like, Terraria... At this point, I would say Terraria and Minecraft are almost one and the same, because the player bases are the same. Almost all of the same people who play Terraria also play Minecraft. Almost every single one. There's a direct connection between the two. I'll just finish tearing this down and then we'll... Like, all of my friends who play Minecraft also play Terraria. And I've even seen mods that bring Terraria mobs and effects directly into Minecraft. Bosses and everything. I'm waiting for the day that... In fact, actually, wasn't there a creeper brought into Terraria at some point. I don't know if it was an Easter egg or if it was a mod, but I'm pretty sure there was a creeper in Terraria at one point. Yeah, there's definitely differences in the direction it took. Like, as much as Terraria is a building and survival game, if you pay attention to the actual goals, I think the main goals are purifying the world. Doing the Druid's Quest, I think, is the main goal. So there's a little more involved. Now, I don't know how many people actually succeed at doing that. But I'm pretty sure that was the goal. And please correct me if I'm wrong on that. Terraria wants to be Dark Souls, and Minecraft wants to be Factorio. Maybe with the modded community. Maybe with the modded community. That's okay. On Turbo Crazy Hardest Mode blindfolded. We need to set up a mod that actually has that as a difficulty. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Turbo Crazy Hardest difficulty blindfolded. Do I have any sticks? Nope. I should make some diamond seeds next and get that going. Alright, so here's where I gotta be careful. Yeah, I don't know. I always saw the main goal of Terraria as purifying the world. I'm going off of vanilla Terraria though. Would you believe I actually have not played modded Terraria? Honestly, I haven't played any of the newer versions of Terraria either. I want to say, like, the last time I played Terraria was when 1.2 came out, I think? Wonder if it would say it on Steam. Let's see. Last played October 22nd, 2021. What version would that have been? What version would that have been? (2021). This is fine. We're going to be changing all this anyway. I'm just putting this here so that I have the shape of what this is. And actually, I think... yeah, there's actually one more layer. There's one more layer right here. But yeah, it's been a while since I played Terraria. I need to hop in there at some point. So, now the fun question will be, we're going to have our stairs. And I could probably do something kind of like that. With an inch is similar, and we'll have some sort of an outline right here. I could even extend this a little bit to move it over one. And carve out the inside of this a little bit. And then we'll put a wall up right here behind the forge. And actually, I might have the floor be right there. Yeah, because if we go down 2 more... Now this is all original Hachi content now. We are deviating from the architect. I need to have a banner to flash and give warning. Original Hachi content. Hachi is using his 2 brain cells. So yeah, this would actually be down low enough, it's fine. And then we go down probably another, I want to say 5. From here. I should make it as equal as this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 5. And then from there, we can build the hallways, the different rooms, etc. I'll probably have to set up something over here to mark where the altar is, because we are going to have an ender tank under the altar feeding into it, because we're going to have our actual ritual altar at another location. I'm just not, like... That's off-center, isn't it? Remember what I said about being off by 1 block? Away. Stupid bug. I said it would happen, and it happened. I spoke it into existence. Ah. Why did I do that side? Because I like suffering. This is fine. This is fine. We can fix it. We can fix it. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got 5. I gotta do one more layer. Although honestly, like, there's going to be some walls and stuff. We're not going to actually have all of this like so. Also, remember what you said about building character? Yeah. It builds character. It builds characters what a guy tells his girlfriend after he smashed her favorite pot so that she doesn't horribly murder him in his sleep. Or when a child breaks his mom's expensive china, the dad tells the wife it builds character so she doesn't murder the child. That's what it builds character means. Did I do... Where did I do? Yeah, that's what building character is. It's preventing somebody from getting horribly murdered for breaking something. Like, why else do you think they repaired pots with gold? It's because pots were expensive back then. Okay? But if it was repaired with gold, then the wife doesn't say anything. She doesn't say anything because she now has a pot that's lined with gold. And it's sparkly. And thus man gets to breathe and live another day. The delicate dynamic of survival. Alright, so we gotta build some walls for that. That's fine. And then, because we're building walls for that, I can actually... I'm plotting. The brain, the wheels and the meat cog are turning. I think I'm getting some ideas on how I'm going to work that. So, like, I get... Now, I don't know if you deal with this a whole lot, 3. But lately on Twitch, I've been getting these users who come in and try to sell art services to me. I honestly don't know when that started being a thing. But every so often, about once a stream, they'll come in. And it's always a random person. Always someone new. But they come in once a stream and they'll join the Discord. They'll try advertising to people on my Discord, and then I have to ban them. You've had it elsewhere? Yeah, I'm fortunate in the fact that I not only have a friend who's both an editor and an artist, but that it's someone I know personally and trust. Because given the fact that, like, the streaming, the YouTube space, the whole thing, it's not my primary, like, deal. I'm still learning about it. I still got a lot to learn. If it was about, like, web design, server design, data processor design, server architecture, etc., 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 I can talk all day. Like, I can walk you through everything you need to know involving that. But when it comes to all of this, like, streaming YouTube stuff, I'm still learning. I don't know a bloody thing about it. And I'm determined to figure it out. One day I will figure it out. But until then, like, that's why I started focusing on the streaming rather than the videos, because it's easier for me as far as like time commitment goes, and as far as like my own health, because of the brain problems and my brain randomly shutting down. I can do like a quick 1 to 2 hour stream, get a little content out for you guys, and then I can take my meds and be asleep the rest of the day. While my brain recovers from the relapse. And I know I'm getting a little too personal here, so I apologize for the TMI. But like ever since that started happening, I'm sure Metis probably notices, because he stays with me on my evening streams a lot. But the longer the stream goes, you can start telling that I'm becoming more and more exhausted, because I am less animated. I don't talk as much. And it just really wears down on me. And it's the same thing with editing the videos. It's actually wears down on me just as much. So this is what I do now. And I kind of like this better. Yeah, I know it's something you probably know firsthand with what you've been dealing with. So, but that's the reason why I stopped editing videos and I went straight to doing streams, is just because, like, the time it takes to get through a video, by the time the video's done, I'm too exhausted to do any other content. And then that's that. And that's also why I go periods where I don't put content out at all. If I have a week where I've missed a stream, 100% I was having those problems. So I was going to clear the weather. So that's the other thing, is I don't know what it is about this mod pack, but when you sleep, the weather doesn't go away. It just keeps going until it decides the weather's done. The weather is like, you know what? I scheduled 12 Minecraft hours of thunderstorm, and dagnabbit, you're gonna get all 12 of those hours. No, I'm not. /admin abuse. Infinite internal rain forever? Yeah. It's not that I don't like the rain. It's that I just don't want to deal with the rain. 88. I said, this wasn't meant to be a content server. This was meant to be a for fun server. So I don't care what people do on this. Like on the Greg Dick server, I hold KGN and Ryan to such strict rules. But on these other servers, I'm like, go hog wild. Do whatever you want. Here's admin. Have fun. I would rather people have fun. I would rather people have fun. Speaking of fun, that reminds me. I need to, like, harass Taz later and be like, where is my FTB Interactions remastered? Like, what is FTB doing? That is coming still? Okay. Because, like, both the mod pack Arthur and Taz, both Sereth and Taz told me about it at one point or another. And you all know I'm going to go through that again. That was the first hardcore mod pack that I 100%ed. I'm 100% going to go through and 100% it again. Like, I'm going to do it. I am determined. I may not live doing it, but it's going to be done. It's going to be done. And, yeah, I was told it was coming, and then I heard nothing on it since then. And I was just kind of like, it was kind of like the whole meme with, what's his face in there holding his jacket and like looking around like, well, where is it? Which I guess is kind of why they don't really often tell people about that, because development takes forever. So long as your overworld spawn portal isn't in the middle of a sea serpent-filled ocean, the pack is at least vaguely survivable. Oh my god. Okay. So we're going to have Hachi story time involving FTB interactions, alright? I don't know if this is actually on the video, but because I don't know which iteration of interactions that happened. Like, before I did the recording, I actually played the pack a couple of times to kind of prepare myself for it and get used to it. And my first foray into the overworld, I knew, like, it was before they added chickens, but I knew of the chickens mod. And I thought, oh, hey, like, there's chickens. What kind of chicken are you? I was instantly killed. It was a zombie chicken. And I was just murdered by a chicken. It just like one shot, two shot me, and I'm like screaming and running from this chicken. And that was my first foray into the overworld. I don't know if that's on video though. But yeah, zombie chicken. Zombie chicken. Yeah. Yeah, that is how I had my first death in interactions. Zombie chicken. I couldn't have like an honorable warrior's death against an army of the undead with skeletons everywhere. No, it was a chicken that killed me. I also did spawn near a ocean in one of the playthroughs, and I was chased by a sea serpent across the land for 2 continents. It chased me across 2 Minecraft biomes. Okay? It somehow got on the land from the ocean and was leaping after me for 2 biomes. It did not drop aggro. And I was just like running and running and running and running with this thing coming after me. Like, their aggro range is just... Sea serpents are evil. Like, I literally hopped out of my boat after the sea serpent was chasing me, and I was on the shore, and I'm looking, it's like, well, at least I made it to land. I'm safe. I was wrong. I couldn't have been more wrong on how safe I was. Because I wasn't safe at all. That thing leapt onto the shore, and I just took off. I noped right out. Could have been worse. You could have had the mysteriously 1-block baby zombie spawn inside your base and knocking out your torches, causing monsters to siege you inside your own base every single night. Yes. Yes. That was an amazing mechanic. Um, 2, 3, 4. That was an amazing mechanic. Is it? Something seems off. Okay. So I have a brick. It's still off. $81. Alright, so I gotta take off some of these, that's fine. Oh. I did it wrong. There we go. Back the way it should be. Bonus points that the mob spawn overlay didn't show the 1 block spawnable block because it didn't account for the 1 block mobs and the difficulty looking bug feature. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yep. That is a pain, I know well. That is a pain, I know well. Yep. That's why I ended up getting into astral sorcery as quickly as I could and started putting down those blocks that leave the ghost lights everywhere. We were not dealing with that. We were not dealing with that at all. All right. And then this is where I start carving out the design on the top over here. Okay. I'm just thinking, like, as I'm building this and working on this, that I'm going to be so tired later. Alright, so... Is this one forward one? No. The block is put forward one. So this is actually that. Okay. So we have the pillar. We have 1 block, 1 block, 1 block. I need to get some steps made. Actually, now that I'm thinking about all the stuff that I've been working on and the stuff that I still need to finish, I still need to at some point finish my hardcore playthrough. I recorded the 3rd episode and then I haven't picked it back up. I need to. Two, three, four. I've been a bad Hachi. But yeah, I haven't worked on that world since then. I started building everything, and then I just kind of stopped. But at some point, I'm going to have to go back to that as well. Eventually. Alright, so we got, what is it, every one? Yep. We are hitting the tedious parts, folks. Now, how many blocks is it between this? Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3. So 2, 3, 5. These things are the most annoying mob to ever be designed in Minecraft. They drop parts and have zero function, okay? There's no point to that mob whatsoever. Like, you can't do anything with the thing it drops. It is a mob that is 100% there for the sole purpose of annoying you. And it is a purpose that it excels at. Alright, so how many past... Okay, right after that wall, we're doing the edge. Oh, yeah, at least it's only a split second. Instead of, like, weeks or months of agony, that is true. You know, we gotta look at the positives here. Gotta look at those Minecraft positives. At least it's only a temporary case of horrible poisoning. As opposed to a horrible case of horrible poisoning. I feel like I should make a bunch of bricks and just fill this in. I feel like I should fill it in rather than having it be hollow. Yeah. How many slots do I have? I have 2. I am the master of inventory management. Every mod pack I play, my inventory is completely full of crap I don't need, and I manage that inventory. See how that works? Problem is I'm not sure that's what they had in mind when they discussed inventory management. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's the exact opposite. You know, you bring a very interesting point. You bring a very interesting point. The hollowed out walls could be a feature. We could make this a feature. It could be a feature. With random going on in the background. And let's not forget those wonderful, wonderful, I'm sorry, but you can't sleep right now messages. You can't sleep right now because there are mobs nearby. Alright, what do I not need? I don't need that right now. I don't need this right now. We'll put the hoe away. Okay, baby girl. Listen. Listen. Listen, princess. Daddy's having a conversation with you. Okay? Daddy's having a conversation with you. Say hello to the interwebs. Say hello. You were complete. Camera's right there. Camera's right there. Yes. See? Say hi. Hi, baby girl. Now, I've given you churros. I've given you crunchies. I've given you every snack under the sun. Why? Oh, it's 5:30. You want your soups now. Is that what it is? I'm gonna have to give it up and give the princess her soups here in a second. Her Royal Highness is a bit peckish. It's still kind of funny because my friends, when I constantly refer to her as my princess, and I make the comments about her being Her Royal Highness, that actually is her title. She is from a royal bloodline for ragdolls. So, my other ragdoll, Lalo, he's a retired king. And his actual full name on his papers is King Nalaka Light, with Lalo in parentheses in between that. And then Zoe's is HRH, Her Royal Highness Zoe Brooke. She is a princess from Lalo's bloodline. But pretty much, that's pretty much it. She will do almost anything for her fans. And she has a lot of them. Everyone absolutely adores her. And she will ham it up. She will do the glamour shot glares. Like you saw she did the ooh eyes, you know, and she knows when she's on camera. And right now she's doing crazy cats over here behind me. To remind me at any moment my life could very well become forfeit. But yeah, that's my baby girl. I don't have human children, I have furry children. And then it should be another pillar, yeah. That's Kivy. That's not the block I want. Hours and hours of going back and forth. You know, I wonder if I can do this. Like, these are that... Well, actually, no. No, I can't do this. I can't do what I was thinking of. And the reason I can't do what I was thinking of is, I think this is, yeah, this is the one with the key. This doesn't link. So this one has the trims, doesn't it? Yeah. I would have to actually physically attach each of these drawers. That's unfortunate. I wish this was functional storage, because then I could just like link all of the drawers up to my AE system and then set up a wireless thing, and I could just start pulling everything in and out of the AE system that way. And as far as like the stone cutter, I could just build that into my backpack. But Wow. You having fun? You being super cute because they're all watching? Actually, they can't even see you, Princess. You're just out of the camera shot. You gotta be on this tower right here for them to see you. You gotta hop down one level. But it's okay, because here soon, like, the tower is going to be positioned so that you guys can actually see the cats in all their glory when they go running around. That's part of what I'm going to be working on when I move everything. And I believe this one is actually this right here. Imagine using storage buses. I know, right? Storage buses? Actually, I wonder if the wireless AE is a thing. Arr? Oh? What do you do? ME Crystal Fixer can repair budding Certus blocks and turn it to the upgraded one. It can't turn flawed into flawless. Okay. Still. Why do we not have this stuff? Okay, I already know what this is, I think. Yeah. Okay. What are these storage cells? click the two wireless the ME wireless setup kit. All right, ME wireless kit. Now this, just so you guys know, is 100% a squirrel. We are having a squirrel moment here. We are 100% having a squirrel. Infinity cobblestone cell. Really? So I was double the configuration inventory. English is a little broken, but that's fine. We have packing tape. So we could actually do the whole wireless thing if we really wanted to. I would just have to change a few things. Oh, the quantum bridge is cheap. Now, fluids I can generate, and if I need Certus quartz, I'll probably be on for a little bit later. Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit longer. I still gotta work today. So I'll be stopping before 9, which is 3 hours from now. But I'll be up for a little bit later. If I'm still on when you come back, then great. I look forward to you returning. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll just see you on Discord. Okay, I'm not going to go down the wireless squirrel right now. I'll do the wireless squirrel later. Because I'm like sitting here thinking about power requirements and everything that would be required to do that. And I would have to make an essence for the Certus quartz because I don't think I have enough Certus for it. Do I have enough pearls? I might have enough pearls. Dude, I don't know. Like, we would need 1, 2, 3 at the minimal. All this just so I don't have to keep going back and forth. I need to resist the squirrel. I need to resist the squirrel. As the squirrel is like the Borg, telling me resistance is futile. I know, right? Well, this isn't meant to be a hard pack. Like, the hardest thing about the pack... Okay, so... The hardest thing about the pack is getting access to content. Alright? So... One of the things they have... is Nether Remastered. Okay? And this... was a freaking PETA. And the only reason I was able to complete this is I got very, very, very lucky. Okay? One of these shards, I don't remember which one it was. I think it's one of these two. Right here. But basically, it drops from a witch or an evoker. Okay? And it doesn't have a good drop rate. But, to get an evoker, because I couldn't find a woodland mansion, I just started spawning raids. And I managed to get an evoker egg from one of the raids. So I made a spawner of it, and I just killed evokers over and over and over again until I got the part. Same thing with witches. There was a swamp over... Where was that witch hut? Was it over here? Oh, here it is. It was over here. And I managed to get a witch. And the witch huts, because of how the modern Minecraft works, witch huts, you can build a witch spawner around it. Or you can do what I did and just wait and let them respawn randomly over and over again and kill them. And then I went around, like, I have a abandoned mine underneath me, but then, like, I went around going to different pillager places and stuff, because I've explored a crazy amount, and I already had them all marked. So I just went and checked the looter chests, and all of the drops were in there. So I got everything I needed. And that just left going to the Deep Dark. And I happened to luck out during my exploration. I found one of those random... I'll just teleport to where this is. But I found this, and there was an Adventures Explorers portal thing in there. So I rebuilt the portal. I flung it in there, and the warp took me to the Deep Dark, where I could fight the Warden. By chance. I was not expecting this. I just found it by luck when I was looking for a pillager outpost to find the last shard for it. And like the odds of that happening are astronomically low. I couldn't believe how lucky I was that that ended up happening. And like Ryan was just laughing because he was like, only you, Hotch, would brute force and find a portal directly to the deep dark. And like before I found that deep dark portal, I had already started building this stuff and was working on my Enderman data and doing things like that to get my flight potion, because like I had to explore and do all the other stuff. And yeah, I couldn't go into the nether until I completed that token, ate the token, and then proceeded to go through the portal. And the nether's a little scary in this pack. It's not a nice place. So there is definitely a high degree of difficulty. I'm not working, I'm streaming right. What's up? I couldn't sleep, so I just started streaming. So that would be the bunny informing me that I should not be streaming at this hour. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. And I actually... I went through like 2 different abandoned mine shafts under my base. And then I found another one in that mesa up there. Which is why I was up there in the first place. But like if I go down... Was it down here? No, it wasn't this cave, it was the other cave. It was the other cave that leads to my mines. This one. I don't remember which path I took, but... what path did I take to get to you? That's this one. Oh, hello. Yeah, you guys focus on each other real quick. I'm gonna take a minute. Oh, you're done already? Okay. What's it this way? I don't remember the way down to my mines. Maybe? Maybe? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Was it through here? Okay, so this is the first level of my mines. And then... where is the big hole? There it is. And then down here, and then here's the one of the abandoned mine shafts that I went through. And I believe the other one was over here somewhere. Oh, did I break my night vision charm? I broke my night vision charm. Oh wait, here it is. Right up here. And neither of those two abandoned mine shafts had the shard. I know, right? Imagine actually going through caves that were lush and large and full of life and variety. As we fly around and go through these massive caverns that just keep going and going and going and never stop. Imagine having something like that. Imagine not being full of arrows. Ooh, excuse me. Daggerfall. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. You're referring to Elder Scrolls, right? Okay. Yeah, like, I know the game. I don't think I ever actually played Elder Scrolls 1 or 2. Now I'm thinking about it. I played Morrowind, which is 3. I don't think I played 1 or 2. During that time, I was more focused on games like Doom and Ultima. It's all the over-ambitious bug-to-hell back jank of modern Bethesda games with none of the modern price tags. It's basically perfect. It just works. I swear he's never going to live that down. Well then. I don't want to use a wand to finish this stuff anyway. Bethesda jank. I actually love Bethesda games. I play a lot of them. Like, case in point, let me kind of start this up here. Let's see. I have 447 hours in Starfield. That's too many hours. But I have 400 hours in Starfield. Yeah, I play a lot of Bethesda games. I didn't really care for Fallout 76, though, I'll be honest. I'll be honest, I didn't really care for Fallout 76. Where am I at on, like, my Skyrim? Oblivion I played a ton of, but I have the disc version and I can't load it up anymore. I should consider, like, buying... Is it under E or under T? It's under E, I think. So, Oblivion, I haven't played a whole lot of Oblivion because I need to do patches on this one. Like, I played a lot of it back when I had the discs. But, yeah, so between the two, I have 250 hours in Skyrim. And that's not counting when this one changed as well, because this version of Skyrim changed a couple of times too. I have, like, way too many games. So here's a game that's kind of crazy. If you notice, I have all of the achievements in this game. I put 42 hours in and got all of the achievements. On 500 hours on a single Oblivion character. I can believe that. I can believe that. The reason the Adventure Capitalist game is funny to me is this is like an idle game. An idle clicker game. And I got all of the achievements and I completed the entire game. Like, I got to the point that they were asking me to just reset and prestige. And my friend Hikara messaged me and was like, how? How did you do this? And it was basically, I no-lifed it to no end. That's how. Like, I don't know how I'd be able to show the numbers because I don't think there is numbers I can show on it. But one game that I have that would basically blow that one out of the water would be Final Fantasy. I actually play a lot of Final Fantasy. One, two, three, four. Two, three. Oh, I wouldn't regret not touching an MMO. That's not something that I would say is something you should regret. MMOs take a lot of time. So I wouldn't regret not touching an MMO. I mean, the main benefit of playing MMOs is, yeah, you have the social aspect of it. But these days, like, MMOs are basically turning into single-player games with all the required social aspect removed. So, you're not missing out on a whole lot. Hello, Felipe. And if you're wondering, yes, I saw your message. Am I not paying attention to Twitch chat? Oh crap, I'm not paying attention to Twitch chat. It was covered. I am sorry. Watch out. Since when were you promoted out of the basement? Not as many as I have in Warframe. You can use the search AR at the top. Steam says I got more games than you, but I think it's a lie. You might have more games than me. You might have more games than me, Felipe. There is a possibility. Blame Humble Bundle. That is correct. That is correct. Because that is exactly how I have most of the games I have. If I actually go back to my list here, and pull it up, like, a lot of this, there's a lot that is Humble Bundle. I think Limbo was Humble Bundle, Lena's Inception, Legion Wood, those are all Humble Bundle. Lightning Returns is me, Littlewood is me, Lone Survivor is Humble Bundle. I don't remember ever having this. That's interesting. I didn't know I had this game. I don't know how I got Medal of Honor because I've never played this. See, it's never been installed, so that was probably Humble Bundle. Mirror's Edge, I believe, might have been a Humble Bundle. Moonstone Tavern is Humble Bundle. Pixel Piracy was gifted to me. Like Peglin, Path of Exile, Pal World. Painkiller was Humble Bundle. But I actually don't mind Painkiller. I played it... Was it PlayStation? You have a grand total of 4 Steam games. And Avorian's one of them. I think this might have been Humble Bundle. I don't remember buying this. Bomb Chicken. Now this one, I'll admit, I bought Bomb Chicken just because the name made me laugh. The name and the advertisement for it made me laugh. I haven't had a chance to play it, but I picked it up solely for that purpose, for that reason. Eco, I actually bought from them directly. I was one of their supporters, and I had the download from the site, but then eventually they made the Steam version, so I picked up the code to get the Steam version. But that's why I have Eco, and why it shows that I never installed it, because when I played it, I played from the client that came directly from the developer. The Fear series, I believe, was a Humble Bundle. Forge Quest was Humble Bundle. Yeah, a lot of my games were Humble Bundle. The Party Box Pack, I bought this just to play with you guys, but I stopped doing the Jackbox games because people started doing a bunch of racist stuff in the games, and I had to stop it because I have zero patience for that. When am I gonna start streaming Bomb Chicken? Um, I don't know. When do you guys want me to stream Bomb Chicken? Like, when would you want me to play Bomb Chicken? I'm trying to get a group together to play Among Us. Like, I want to play Among Us. I want to get a group of everyone together. And I want to completely ruin our friendships. It's like playing Monopoly, but with knives. And by playing Monopoly, I'm referring to the whole ruining of friendships. Like, people take Among Us way too personally. They do. I've played with... So, I have this gaming group I'm part of. And, like, half of them love it, okay? Half of them that play take it too personally and get really upset and start screaming and yelling and throwing tables and chairs around, and they still get vented out the airlock anyway. Mario Party? Mario Party? Hey, Metis, guess what? Guess what, Metis? Guess what? I have almost every version of Mario Party. I do. I have them all. I love Mario Party. I suck at it, but I love it. I tried getting my wife to play Mario Party with me. She wouldn't. Which is probably why I'm happily married. Like, when you think about it. I think I'm still married because of the fact that she refuses to play certain games with me. Not because she'll lose or anything. Odds are she'd completely dominate and face stomp me. If I'm being honest. It's part of why I married her. Because she's better at everything than I am. Yeah, there's a relationship tip for you. Always pick the woman who's better than you at everything. Always pick the woman who's better than you at everything. You will not only have a happy marriage, you'll have a successful life. And I don't mean just thinks she's better than you at everything. Actually is better than you at everything. But is humble about it. All three. Care to guess which ones? Well, we know one is Terraria. We know one is Terraria. I would assume Oblivion might be one of them. Maybe Skyrim? I mean, we already know Terraria and Oblivion. So, I'm guessing Skyrim. And actually, the old Elder Scrolls collection is on Steam now, too. Okay, so you played Oblivion on disc. Alright. You're like me with the tote of discs over here. Alright, so it's not Oblivion, not Skyrim. Meow? Is it Cat Quest by chance? What other ones could it be? Fallout, maybe? Fallout, maybe? I could see you playing Fallout 3 or Fallout 4. Although you tend to play the older games. You tend to play the older games. So as far as, like, generations, Fallout 3 would probably be the newest version of the Fallout series. Yeah, once you fix the issues with PC patches, though, it actually plays pretty well. Huh. Actually, do I still have Averon on my wish list? I think I do. Because I think I wish listed Averon a long time ago. Yeah, I did. So just for humor, I wish listed this back in 2020. 4 years ago. Never bought it. Never bought it. Waylex23, thank you for the follow. And welcome. I appreciate the offer, but I don't randomly add people on Discord. I do have a Discord channel. People are welcome to join it. But I only add and friend people that I know on a somewhat personal level. or people that I work with professionally. Spawning a bullet outside the chamber just so it can miss a point blank because the RPG mechanics rolled a miss? I mean... Yeah, actually, I got nothing on that. I got nothing on that whole thing. Yeah. Fatigue is starting to set in and my brain is starting to nope. Real time. Snuck up right behind the dude and pulled the trigger and the bullet went outside the chamber and went wild, stealth broken. That's awesome! Like, I know it was probably frustrating for you. But you have to admit that was kind of amazing. I think what's even more amazing is that my first reaction to F3's intro cutscene had me asking the game out loud, wait, she doesn't die literally 5 seconds before the PC mom dies? Oh yeah, she dies. She did. Yeah, like it is kind of written in some ways like a bad movie. It's honestly sad to see because Daggerfall had a good and functional story. Sure, it was limited by the game running on frickin' DOS and all, but it worked well for what it was. Yeah, a lot of the older stuff did have better stories. I don't know if you guys pay attention much to that, but like older RPGs in general tended to just have better stories in a lot of cases. There are some cases where the story was kind of lacking in places and kind of piecemeal. But a lot of the more... A lot of them actually were... Like, once they got past, like, the Nintendo stage and it was more getting into, like, Super Nintendo, PlayStation, where they had more available memory and resources and stuff on the consoles. Like, they started having more story. It was a better written story. It was more concise. It wasn't rushed. Things made sense as far as the story goes. And then somewhere along the lines, and I think it, and like not to bash Wall Street, but I think it's when investors started getting into gaming and these gaming companies started going open, a lot of the stories are kind of rushed, piecemeal. It's no longer cohesive. It no longer makes sense. It messes up parts of lore from previous games in the series. Like, it's all about chasing whatever trend is big at that moment. And it's really made a lot of gamers, like, I'm trying to think of the word, disillusioned, possibly. Like, a good example would be World of Warcraft. Just as an example, look at how that story went. In the beginning, it was amazing. It was an amazing story. It picked up where the RTS left off, and it continued on through the whole thing, all the way up even until Lich King. It was a fairly decent story overall. There were parts in Burning Crusade that were like, but like, for the most part, the story went on. It was a perfectly cohesive story. And then you had Cataclysm. And starting around Cataclysm, for some reason, like, things started not making sense. And part of the reason for that is they started taking the story out of the game and putting it into books. And so all the players that just played the game because they loved the game, they loved the world, they loved the story of that world, were missing key crucial parts, because all the key crucial important parts were in the books that they started publishing to get extra money, because, you know, AAA. And when they started doing things like that, stories started falling apart. And then it wasn't even about books or anything, you know, the story being put somewhere else. Then it's, you know, bad management and writers having to quickly hodgepodge stuff together and then push it out because it has to go out at this deadline regardless, whether it's ready, whether they have a cohesive story and world. It doesn't matter. Quality doesn't matter. Quantity is all that matters. And yeah, it's kind of sad. It really has degraded over the years. Daggerfall's intro is the scene with the Emperor lying his royal behind off at you, and you have to actually think about what you do in order to suss that out. Yeah, like, that's the cool thing about the older RPGs is there was deception, there was intrigue, there was multiple endings depending on what you did, and a lot of that I think is actually thanks to Dungeons and Dragons, but nobody would ever admit that. The letter is what's important. And the letter probably has some sort of betrayal involved. Yeah. That's not a very subtle, like, thing. But I think anyone who plays RPGs might... Like, anyone who seriously plays RPGs from that time period would suss that out. They might even be tempted to right-click and open the letter, which is also something that they used to, like, sneak in to try to trap the player, is their nosiness. I've encountered a few games where if you open the letter, like, it changes everything. And not for the better. They actually get kind of mean towards you. Daggerfall has one of those quests, although its consequences is limited to the local region. And of course, the 2 letters basically go, hey, dude, I'm gonna blackmail you real good, and okay. Yeah, so I'm the king, so like I'm just gonna blackmail you if that's alright. And if you could just like do whatever I tell you to, that'll be great. That one? Yes. Not even the king, it's the king's son who does that. Of course, doing that quest properly gives you good rep with said king, and guess who betrays you at a later major decision point? I'm guessing the king betrays you. Kings are always good for a good betrayal. It's kind of what they do. They drink wine. They flaunt their wealth, and they betray things. Oh yeah, like, I mean, with all that back real estate there, like, it's just begging for a good stabbing. It's just begging for a good stabbing. All right. Just stabby, stab, stab, stab. You say that, but it happened in his kingdom. And kings typically hire individuals or place individuals in positions of power that, I quote, speak with the will of the king. So it might as well be the king. Yeah, but the thing is are they going to tell you the truth? You gotta sift through deception and lies. They're gonna lie those NPCs are gonna lie through their teeth. Excuse me. What? I would never! The fact that you would even imply that I would be involved in something so scandalous. By the way, Bethesda, I don't actually do voice acting work, but if you like what I do on the stream, call me. Fortunately, there's more than one court, and the other courts do keep tabs on their competitors. Also, ostensibly neutral parties, though you wouldn't betray the memories of the deceased. That, and if a guy comes back to haunt his own city screaming for vengeance with an army of ghosts every night, it's reasonable to assume he wasn't killed in honorable battle. This is true. This is true. It would be very safe to assume that he died in a horrible circumstance that was not honorable in any way, shape, or form. One of those dingbat bugs down there. Yes. Alright. How is this done? Is it 2? No, it's 1 and then it's 2. And there's one in the middle. Right there. Light source there. So I need to put more bricks. And there you go. We'll have some zombies spawning right there, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I don't know what light source I'm gonna put here. There's supposed to be like one of those Thaumcraft lamps there, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. We're gonna have to be creative. I can't click the bug. Yeah, we can just take a look at that. Just casual hauntings. I'm thinking this is actually a 3. Based on everything I'm seeing. And I'm pretty sure oh, it does have the grooves. That's what I thought. So this whole section right here is actually duplicated here. That's fine. Let's take a look here. How can we do this? Two pillars go around this one normally. So that's the 3 there. Yep. Yep. He knows. He knows. He sees me and the first thing he does, drinks a potion. He's like, we gotta scope this guy out first. Make sure he's not stabby. Spoiler, I am very stabby. That is neither here nor there. Very stabby. I don't know. I find that as I get older, I'm less violent. I know this is, like, very hard to believe coming from me. But I only casually stab my friends now. You know, beforehand, I would put a lot of thought into it. But I don't even really put the thought into it anymore. I just kind of go like, eh, stab. It's just kind of a thing now. It's not even... There's no feeling behind it. It's not even personal anymore. It's just kind of there. Some could say it's kind of like the magic is all gone. The magic's all gone. Hotch just doesn't stab me like he used to anymore. And like, I'm left wondering, is it me? Am I just not worth stabbing anymore? Oh, no, Frank, no, you're totally worth stabbing. Well, alright. You know we're gonna have to look. Life mending.
Huh.
Yeah, I'll keep my current one. Don't even know how I get these, actually. How do you get apotheotic coins? That's actually a good question. Where do you come from? It doesn't say. It doesn't say where it comes from. You can't craft it. I don't know where I get them from. They offer all these cool trades for... Where do you get the coins? Where? Where do you get the coins? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me where you get them. Tell me where you get them. Or I'll throw you off this cliff. Where are you going? I say you can leave. Wait. What was that evil sound? Not gonna lie, I'm a little scared. He made this evil sound and then poofed. But I didn't strike him, I just pushed. So surely I'm not gonna get blamed for that, right? Like, surely. Like, there's not a villager reputation system in this, I hope. Oh, could you imagine? Like, seriously, could you imagine if that was the case? And there was some sort of thing going on? That would be funny and creepy at the same time. It'd be great. It would be amazing. I'm being summoned by Doggo. I can hear him. Just as well. It's about time to wrap up, I think. All right, we made some good progress. Got the whole left side of the stairwell done, got the back wall done. We started working on this. I at least got the stairs placed to go down. I will figure out how I'm going to reforge the bottom of this now that I have the top on here. But, well, we're going to remold it because there's going to be a wall here. So this wall's going to get pushed back. And, we'll remold this in some way. And I'll show you guys next time I'm in this world doing stuff. But I am going to get things ready for work today. So thank you all for joining me and hanging out and chatting and whatnot. And I will see most of you actually on Discord. So I'll talk to all of you later. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.